Good.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's fucking go, Matt.
Why don't we just go then?
Let's
Huh?
go.
Why don't we just go? If you
Why
want
don't
to
we
go,
just
we can go. Speaking of going, this is the Working Perspectives Podcast presents Guess the News. I'm Matt Lavelle. He's Burn Boxy, and that's Liam Reese. Tonight, we're going to give you some news stories. We're going to give you the bare bones of these stories. Then we're going to ask you to guess certain things, maybe the classic ASL, maybe some tissues, maybe some weird stuff we don't know. We're going to give you the bare bones. We're going to whack it up. We're going to question some stuff. We're going to generalize some areas and some people. We're going to have a good time doing it. First story tonight comes from the one and only Benoit Payut-Kessé. Hasn't gotten laid in a long time. Recently divorced. Both his teams are losing. What are we doing, Bern?
Okay, first of all, the Giants. Guys, let me give you a little background. We usually do this podcast on Sunday nights, right? So we get to wax philosophical about the football we just watched. In this case, you may or may not know, I'm a Giants fan. Matt and Liam are Eagles fans. Due to a scheduling conflict on my part, we are recording this during the second half of the Eagles-Giants game on Thursday night. So if there's any crosstalk or it seems a little more hostile than it usually is. Oh, by the way, after the Phillies just blew fucking Game 4 in the 12th inning, which that's one thing we all have in common, right? So we're all mad about that. We're all mad about that to start off. My story this week.
2 unearned runs. Dude,
2 unearned runs. A walk it. Anyway, my story.
So that's how the season ends.
Unbelievable.
Did the Flyers win at least? What happened there?
They had their home opener tonight, right?
Yeah, did they win? Hold on.
Yeah.
Flyers lost. Okay.
There we go. Hopefully the Eagles can make it a clean sweep.
Let's lose across the board then, huh?
Love it.
Go ahead,
Love
Bern.
that
What's
idea.
Your story?
My story tonight is about an establishment in an AFC West city.
Ooh, I like that.
This establishment is offering patrons $5,000 to come and patronize their establishment. This has become so popular, they decided they're only taking one patron. People are putting their names in a raffle. This raffle will continue until October 27th, when the winning patron will be selected to come and patronize this establishment for the weekend of October 25th through 27th. The establishment is 84 years old and still running in good standing. So you ask yourself, why? Why would this place need to drum up business? Gentlemen, I will take your questions. I understand it's a little vague. What I need from you tonight is the AFC West city where this takes place in. What kind of establishment is this? And what unique experience are they asking for this winning patron to do in their establishment?
Liam, right off the jump, I'm thinking Vegas. It's Vegas.
Me too. Yeah.
It's Vegas.
I'm leaning Vegas too.
It's Vegas,
it's gonna
baby. Vegas.
Some weird stuff, you know?
I mean, do you think it could be so it's Vegas, Kansas City, Denver, or
LA.
LA.
Yeah, charges.
Yeah. Dude, it's Vegas.
I say
it's Vegas.
It could be LA because they do weird stuff there too. And piss money away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But what is somewhere that people like used to go, now they don't want to go, but like it's been around for a long time? Is it Knott's Berry Farm?
Here's something to consider.
$5,000?
They're paying one person $5,000 to patronize this establishment for an entire weekend.
A weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
What you may want to consider is, why would an establishment that is still operating need to lure for 84 years to lure people in?
That's my
Is
other
it that
question.
hotel where the chick like died under mysterious circumstances? Wasn't that in LA?
Ooh, is there like a haunted thing going down?
Yeah, remember
maybe
she got
a little
in the
haunted
elevator?
Gimmick. We got a little haunt.
Yeah, I think it's a haunt, and I think probably nobody's been back since that
nice throat, dickhead.
documentary.
Man,
sorry.
Is there like a Bates Motel action or something going on?
Yes, I think we're talking. Remember that weird? Was that in LA? Now I might be wrong.
Bates
Motel. I feel like it was though. where
I
the
don't know where
chick
it
had the
was.
weird. Dude, that's what I'm going with. I think it's
Was
the
there like a
hotel
Manson thing?
where the chick, a Manson thing.
Or like a murder thing? Dude, I'll tell you, people love murders. Oh, also, I mean, I don't know if you guys want to do this, but we can take a test where I can find out if you're a sociopath in 2 minutes.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
sounds
after this, we'll
promising.
we'll we'll knock it out. But Liam, I'm with you. It's the time of year, right?
Hmm.
So maybe it's a haunted thing, a little haunted gimmick. It is October. They said the drawing,
Hmm.
right, Burn? October 20th or something.
I believe whatever the weekend is, I think it's like the 23rd to the 25th or
Okay, so
24th or
like it's
26th,
the
something like
weekend
that.
before Halloween. So they're trying to drum up some business before Halloween. 80 something years old. Disneyland's been around for a while, dude. You know?
Yeah,
Disneyland's been around a
I don't think
while.
they're hurting to have anybody come there though.
I don't know. I mean, but also people haven't been wanting to go to California just because of how shitty LA is now with like the homeless stuff and all the wildfires and the sodomy,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
And
The
the sodomy.
sodomy.
A lot of sodomy.
And like honestly, maybe Disney is hurting because most of the time when I talk to people about like vacations and stuff, they're like, "Yeah, Disney," and then they're like, "It wasn't worth it because the lines were crazy. You have to wait hours to
Yeah,
get on
yeah,
everything. All these
yeah.
people have like passes that get in front of you, and they're on
Dude,
scooters
don't
and
even.
stuff, and
Fast
they're like,
We
pass.
it's horrible."
Whoa. We went over the Flash Pass on this show, and Daddy wasn't.
Yeah.
Look, I understand the Flash Pass at a Disney, right, or a
Mhm.
Universal, but if you're getting the fucking Flash Pass at Sesame Place in Northeast Philadelphia, you're a fucking bastard.
What a
Okay,
dickhead.
wait in line with everybody else, you fucking asshat. All right. So there you go. But I mean, I'm kind of leaning. Oh God. I feel like Knott's Berry Farm is like something
The
like
only
that,
thing,
which
yeah,
I've
I
been to,
mean,
FYI.
oh, you've been everywhere, man. Every
Matt,
time we
yeah,
do
Matt,
one of these,
I'm a cultured
it's
national,
like, oh,
individual. I
international.
I'm
live in a high
globetrotting
income
through. Yeah, yeah.
area. You know?
Yeah,
You know?
I gotta say, I'm feeling I, I don't know why, but it's the only thing I can clutch onto, I think, that has any kind of like,
I mean, it's not Kansas City. There's nothing in Kansas City anybody wants to see, right?
yeah, yeah.
The only thing people want to see in Kansas City is
They want to catch Tay
Kayla
Tay
and
at one of the,
Travis.
yeah, one of
Kayla and
the, yeah,
Travie. Oh, Travie and
exactly.
Taylor.
And they're certainly not paying people to do that. They're taking stupid rich people's money to do that. Am I
Big
right?
time. Oh, buddy. When you're right, Daddy.
All right, yeah. I
Uh,
say, yeah, let's do it. I say,
let's do something haunted in
I
LA,
sell
maybe?
LA, yeah, that haunted hotel
Haunted in LA. All right. All
where the
right.
chick
Yeah, where that chick where
did
there was a
weird stuff
murder or
in the
something,
elevator. Yep.
The weird elevator stuff. We don't know. Benoit
Yep.
Payud Kisse. What say you, Daddy-O?
Guys, you've never been closer to a clean sweep than you were this week. You've never been closer.
Are you messing with us?
No, you're not quite there. You've never been closer. The oldest and possibly most haunted hotel in Las Vegas is hosting a contest just in time
Oh,
for spooky season. Thrill seekers up for the challenge have the opportunity to apply to spend a weekend inside the El Cortez Hotel and Casino hunting down ghosts in hopes of winning a $5,000 prize. One lucky soul will be chosen by the casino to participate. The legendary Cortez, the longest running hotel casino in Vegas, situated on Fremont Street, often referred to as the Old Ship or Old Vegas. This old school
wow.
hotel and many others in Fremont have seen it all since it first opened and doors in 1941. Mobsters, murders, and even paranormal activities. So this is a contest. We're sending you to investigate, fully equipped with ghost hunting gear to see if the stories are true. So people are entering this contest. They will go to the El Cortez Hotel in Las Vegas, geared up with which we provide from all kinds of ghost hunting gear and commanded to spend the weekend in the shutdown and what is considered to be the most haunted and oldest wing in the casino. You guys so close. Your Vegas instincts were there to start. You got a little tripped
Oh,
up with LA, but hotel haunting Nice work, fellas.
Yeah,
Nice
man,
work.
that's what you get for listening to me. You were on the money.
No, I
Vegas.
mean,
No, you
not
both said
really.
Vegas. You both said
Yeah.
Vegas to start.
We were chomping at the bit for Vegas at first,
Yeah.
Daddy.
Yeah,
You know?
go with your gut. You know what I mean?
Go with your gut,
Trust
Daddy.
your
Go with
instincts.
that gut, baby. Let that
And
gut go.
also, guys, crazy thing, they just announced the winner of this contest.
Yeah.
Mark Sanchez.
Stop.
I don't know if he's going to be able to make it. He might be a little tied up.
Brady Quinn might have to fill in for him again. Who
You
knows?
son of a bitch.
Little follow up to that story last week, and this is my favorite detail. The reason that he was mad, we were talking about like why would he care where somebody parked?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He was drunk and running wind sprints in the alleyway. He got mad when the guy in the grease truck pulled in because they were fucking up his late night wind sprints.
What?
That's
Dude,
true.
how much coke was he on, bro?
Running wind sprints in the alley.
Oh my God, dude. How much freaking blowmania was he on, brother?
I think
They
he
also-
was just I think he
God.
was just hammered and just
I also
big
mentioned
old swinging thing and running it out.
Last week he was charged with 3 misdemeanors. One of them has been upgraded to a felony charge.
Oh, good for him.
Oh boy.
So yeah. We'll follow up there.
Oh boy.
That's
Nice
good
job,
for him.
fellas. Nice job. You guys were on that one.
I felt it. I felt it, Daddy.
Felt
Man,
it in
that's
the air.
brutal. All right, well, good shit. Great for. Oh, okay. Here we go. You guys ready for this? All right. I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm gonna need your answers. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. This is the test to make sure you guys aren't sociopaths. Okay.
Okay.
So a guy goes to a funeral, right? He's going to the funeral and he walks up to pay his respect. It's to the casket. The casket was a friend of his, right? And it's a guy. So he walks up, sees the guy, right? Pays his respect, looks over, and sees the daughter of the guy. Makes eye contact and feels like a little, like he feels like, hey, we got a connection here, right? A week later, the mother of that girl dies. Why?
You're asking me why?
Yeah. Why is that? So it's the dad's dead. The daughter was there with her family. This random guy or this guy comes in who knows him, whatever, makes eye contact, senses a connection with the daughter, right? A week later, now that dude who was dead, his now wife, that girl's mom is dead. Why?
Random guy.
So the wife of the dude that passed, that's who died? Okay.
Yep.
So why did she die?
Yep.
Because, like, isn't it sometimes like couples when one passes, not shortly after the other one passes?
Liam, you're in the clear. Don't worry. Burn, your thoughts?
I think random guy killed her.
Why, though?
To have a shot at the daughter again.
Burn?
Is that true? Is that accurate?
Burn, you might be a sociopath. Dude.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
The answer, if you're a sociopath, you say because the dude wanted to see the girl.
Yeah, he was want another shot at the girl.
Holy shit, Burn. Holy shit, Ola.
That's some pretty psychopath stuff.
Burn. Well, Liam, at least you're in the clear. Burn.
Hey, all I'm saying is you motherfuckers better help the Giants win tonight, or else.
I guess you got to be a sociopath to be a Giants.
Right, exactly. I'm a Giants fan. Of course, something is not. Of course, something's not firing on all cylinders here.
Well, if some people end up murdered, Burn, I won't blame you. I know who you've been encircled with, so
yeah.
If what's his face, if what's his face ends up murdered,
maybe I'll just keep our mouths shut here, so this doesn't end up on evidence somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's not. Just in case something like unexpected happens, then
sure.
They're gonna be
what would be more insane than me being pulled into a murder investigation based on our Guess the News podcast? That would be a Guess the News story. right
Yeah.
there.
I mean,
Actually,
Would
That's
be an
perfect.
all-time event, is what it would
all
be.
It
timer,
would be.
daddy. Man. Okay, so that was the test. Well,
Okay.
Liam passed. But sorry, Bern. Didn't mean to out you as a sociopath. You know?
But you are. So,
Sorry. The test
been a
is
lo-
never wrong.
been a rough year, fellas. It's been a rough year.
Can't say I blame you.
understood. It's
Hey, you get some dark
understandable.
thoughts, you know, when you go through that stuff. I get it. But Lashmoosh, we're heading back. We're heading to you. Your
All
turn to
right.
whack us up.
All right. We are back with Guess the News. All right, boys. You know what it is. Give me the aim, the ASL, the
Classic.
age, sex, location. We'll keep it simple. I'm going to hit you guys with some facts, okay? Fact. We have a driver driving down the road, speeding. They're going, I'll help you out. We're outside of the United States, okay? So they're the equivalent of doing 90 miles per hour on like a 60, okay?
Okay.
So they're speeding.
Speed.
Police pull this person over and find out when they pull this person over, runs their name, finds out they have 20 previous convictions for driving without a license, okay? And an outstanding warrant to boot.
Yikes.
So I ask you, they find out this person's 20 previous without. How long, and here's your bonus, how long has this person been driving around without a driver's license? Now, granted, you know it's going to be crazy if we're bringing it up here, okay? So it's not like they've just been driving around for the past 6 months without it.
Okay.
Speeding, we're doing the equivalent of 90 and a 60, and we're driving around with a warrant and
So
no
they're
license.
30 miles over the speed limit.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, so start early. Male or female driving over the speed limit
classic
with no
ASL.
license. Yeah, start with that.
All right.
Classic ASL, and then how long they've been without the license is the bonus.
Yeah. So how long do you think, with 20 previous driving without the license on your record, how long do you think that takes?
I mean, for those who don't know, old Uncle Matty wasn't allowed to get his license until I was 24.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. The Commonwealth strongly suggested that Matt Lavelle not be deemed a license. Although you did almost get your license back twice and then get pulled over a week before driving without one. So you stacked it up. But that was like 2 over 5 years. This is 20. Yeah. This is 20.
And it kind of what country even allows this to happen? How do you get pulled over and processed 20 times?
Okay, so this is an international?
Yes,
international.
Sir. We are outside the United States.
Do you have a hint on location or no?
I'll give you I guess I can give you a hint on location. We are in the Western Hemisphere.
Okay.
I was gonna say, is there a thing if it's an Olympic country or something?
This is Europe. This is Europe, I think.
You think is Europe in the Western Hemisphere?
Yeah, isn't Western Hemisphere
Asia,
North and South America? I thought.
Oh,
okay. That's east.
Are we in the Western Hemisphere?
We are.
Oh, well, fuck on me. So I guess it's in either North or South America.
Maddie, or somewhere in the centrals.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm thinking we got
a country here.
Brazil.
Those are big countries, but what about Honduras or Peru
or Ecuador?
You know what I mean? Or somewhere that's just listen, we'd really appreciate it if you saw. I just want to give a quick shout out. Congratulations to Liam's fantasy team. Killing it this week.
Son of a bitch.
Killing it this week.
Oh, you mother.
So
all white team.
Maddie, I'm thinking this is a smaller country that's because at least Brazil, Argentina, they have laws. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Does
They
this
have like
strike
a
you?
national government. Like
Yeah.
Venezuela isn't giving a shit. Venezuela, you can get away with driving without a license if you got a good old spit shiner. Ding! You know.
Costa Rica, you know what I mean? Like
Oh,
these
Costa
smaller
Rica
countries.
ain't giving a shit.
Now let's walk through this though. Dude or chick, right?
See,
Because
that's
this
the other
one
thing.
really has
Here's
me.
my two things.
This
Here's my
one
two
has me.
things. Because one, if they're driving fast, that's usually not a chick. But if they're Latina, then it is a chick. Because
Well,
Latina women
also,
drive crazy.
this is a person who I don't think has had a license for a very long time and is probably like not
But
allowed
they've
to have a
had one?
license forever.
Have they had one?
Does it? I don't know. Maybe not. It didn't stop you from driving.
No. No. I drove like crazy. And
This person,
driving an uninsured, uninspected, unregistered car. God help anyone if I would have hit them.
but think about this. This person has 20 convictions and a warrant for their arrest. And they're still driving
Yeah.
90 and a 60.
And
They don't
speeding.
give a fuck. Not just like 75 and a 60, 90 and a 60. They
wonder if
don't
this is
give
like-
a fuck.
I wonder if this is like the president of Venezuela's like godson or
Niece?
something. You know?
I don't
yeah.
know.
Or
For
if
some
it is
reason,
the president of Venezuela. It could just be the president.
The
I think it's-
president himself.
I don't know why, Maddie. I think it's a chick.
All right.
I think it's a
dig
chick.
I
I think
like
it's a
it.
chick.
I kind of do too, because my thought is there's no way a guy is getting away with this many times without
Right.
getting back, the sodomy again. More sodomy. Could be more sodomy.
Welcome to Los Angeles, where the players
Welcome
play.
to LA. Ding.
I think this person has to be. I mean, we're talking 20 convictions and a warrant.
Convictions.
So this person, unless they had the most prolific like couple years of all time, they got to be like in there. They got to be like 40 to 50, like at the mid. Like I don't think this is a 19-year-old or like a 25-year-old.
No.
And also, this person doesn't give so much of a fuck. They might be 70.
Yeah.
Like they might be like whatever.
But then are they going 30 miles over the speed limit though?
Okay, so what's the sweet spot there? Do we think like in like 50s? Like
Yeah.
45 to 55 maybe?
50s, boozing, I mean,
You wanna
tequila
go-
makes you do crazy
It didn't
stuff.
say they were drinking and driving.
I mean,
Just driving.
if it's
no
in South
license.
America, they're all whacked up on that Tecate with some cocaine.
You want to go like 50 to 60? Like
They
someone
got
who
the
can,
Mark Sanchez diet going on down there.
someone who still has the motor skills and reflexes to drive that
Right.
fast, but someone who's been doing
exactly.
this long enough to like not
Dude,
give a
once
fuck.
I
Like,
don't care who you are. Once you get past 63, you do not drive past
90
50
miles an hour.
Right,
Yeah, it
like
just
there's
doesn't happen.
doesn't happen. The fastest you're going is 45, and that's on your way to the hospital while you're on fire. You know what I'm saying? That is it.
So, What do we think? Like let's say 50. Let's say 50.
Yeah,
plus.
let's say 50s. Let's just say 50s.
Yeah, 50s. Let's say 50s. All right. So
Because
the
they have to have had time to get 20 gimmicks.
That's what I mean. Like it takes.
Yeah.
You drove illegally for like 8 years. You got 2.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Allegedly,
Location?
Burn.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Never proved.
I'm pretty sure we could dip back into the Commonwealth files and find those citations if we really wanted to.
I mean, it was
Oh,
only.
God.
I mean, I only ever did it those 2 times.
That was it,
I
right?
never
Yeah.
drove. That's
It's
it.
bad
I
luck.
never
It's
drove. Yeah,
Bad
it's
luck,
2
Maddie.
the 2 times. I'll tell you, man.
And
that
I
was it.
believe you. 100%.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Maddie, we need to figure out the location and how long this person has had a license. You made a point earlier that makes a lot of sense to me. I don't think they've ever had a license. I don't think they've ever had a license.
Yeah.
I would say how long's never. They've never had one.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would say. I mean, well, Liam, you're saying they were driving on a suspended license?
No,
Is that correct?
Driving without a license.
What was it, Liam?
Suspended driving before being pulled over.
Okay.
20
So if it's
convictions of
suspended, then they
driving.
had to have had it. Well,
Okay.
no.
So-
well, because your privileges can be suspended. Because mine were suspended for even trying to get it. They said, "Fuck off."
So you had a suspended license before you actually had a license.
I had driving privileges suspended. Yeah.
I don't know if the kind of small country we're thinking of does things that efficiently. I'm gonna say,
No.
let's say this person got their license at 18, lost it
Yeah.
2 days later, and then has
Well, how
never
old do you
gotten it
need to
back.
be to get your license in Guadalajara? Like
I don't
12?
know. I, let's keep
You're
it in like the
born
six.
with one.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. As soon as you can reach the pedals,
yeah.
vato.
You have it till you lose it. Let's just
Yeah.
say, let's keep in like the 16 to 18 range here. That's,
All
I think,
right.
what most countries are. Let's
Okay.
say this person has not had a license for 30 years,
Got it.
right? 30
Yeah.
years. And then we got to figure out the location. Uh, I think this is a small Central American country.
Wait, let's say, hold on. Can I say this?
Yeah.
Right? So the F1 is really big in Mexico and
Mm-hmm.
F1. So imagine this. Imagine you're like, there's like this really famous F1 driver in Mexico. He's like a Mexican fucking Dale Earnhardt, right?
Mm-hmm.
So imagine this, Bern. This guy, they're just like, oh, Chico, oh my God, you drive so fast. Yeah, I pull you. La cucaracha. Yay. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, he's on a suspended license, but no one cares because he's like the fat, drive fast guy. Hey, I drive. You ain't first or last, you know, amigo. You know? So, I
This
don't
guy's
know.
like
Maybe.
this guy's like the Dukes of Hazard of like
Yeah.
rural Mexico.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. He's like the king of NASCAR down there. I don't know.
uh,
That's a theory. But no, I like woman. I like 50s. I like 20 years.
30
And
years. You said
yeah,
30 years. And you like Mexico?
I do like Mexico.
You do like Mexico.
Shout out Riviera Maya.
You go
I got married there.
Mexico.
Remember, high income area, guys.
Yeah, yeah, I honeymooned there. Anyway,
Oh,
let's
yeah. I
go.
remember that.
Yeah, yeah, it was so cool.
I
Uh,
honeymooned in Europe. No big deal.
fucking dickhead. I'm gonna go with somewhere a little smaller. I'm gonna go shout out to Patricio. I'm going Honduras.
Shout out, dude. Shout out. Shout out.
All right. So Liam,
All right.
we agree on a female in their 50s who has licenses been suspended for like 30-ish years. Maddie's going Mexico. I'm going Honduras.
Okay. You guys ready?
This is going to be like the
Ready,
wilds
Daddy.
of Canada, isn't it?
This person, nice one, Burn at the end. Very nice
God
at the end.
damn it.
He landed
never
in the
gonna-
right place at the end. So we're in Highway 407, which is in Burlington, Ontario.
Oh, come on.
The unnamed driver, because I guess Canada does it that way. They didn't release a name.
They're
But
so
this-
polite.
But this man lived in Toronto. He was 60 years old,
Oh,
Okay.
and his driver's license has been suspended since 1985.
damn.
So,
40 years.
For my entire life,
Me and you both,
this
Lishmush.
man has been driving around on a suspended license, racking up every year or so, getting hit with another driving while suspended.
What an amazing, like, so he's like literally every other year. Every other
Yeah,
year.
on average.
He averages one every other year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they say, "Hey, buddy,
Oh,
stop driving,"
man.
and he says, "Yeah, I swear, I promise, I'll stop driving this time." And then he just, for my entire life. So when I was 2, they caught him. He said, "All right, I'll
Yep.
stop." Then when I was around 16, by then they caught him about 8 more times. He
Yep.
said, "No, I swear this time I'll really stop." And
Yeah.
now here I am at 40, and this guy, is finally into his 20s 20 times.
Jesus.
Incredible.
Unbelievable.
The Canadians are so goddamn polite.
So
driving
polite.
around with
Oh,
no
you say,
license
okay,
for
you won't
40,
do it again,
like,
eh? Okay.
does it even matter at that point? At that
No.
point, almost, I guess you just cut him loose. He's already done it.
He's not
Like,
going
what
to
are you gonna
stop.
take? What are you gonna take his license? You can't double take his license. He just
Right.
drives anyway.
Right. He's not going to stop. He's made it very, very clear that he does
Yeah.
not care about your
Yeah.
laws. Like, he's just going to do it anyway. So what do you do? Like, another fine? Great. I bet he's got the warrant for not paying the fines on all this.
That's very
Yeah,
possible.
for
He's
sure.
like, no.
For sure.
I think he's like a Trailer Park Boys kind of guy.
Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah.
Ricky.
He's
you
out
know?
Canada
For sure.
Trailer Park. Like,
Yeah, it's
the
Mr.
laws do
what's
not
the,
apply
what's the
to.
dude?
Yeah,
The old
he
dude,
lived.
Mr. Gary Gahey.
Mr. Leahy. Mr.
Leahy.
Leahy.
Yeah. It's fucking Leahy. What it
Liquor's
is.
calling the shots now, Rand.
Yeah.
Well, let me just say, this guy's a hero. And you better
he's a
believe
ledge.
that car is also not registered, and he is
No.
not
No.
paying a dime
Absolutely
of
not.
insurance
No.
on it.
Absolutely
This guy
not.
goes where he
No,
wants,
man.
when he
Yeah.
wants, how he wants to get there. And,
Yeah.
you know,
That's what I mean. I was just impressed by the whole situation. Like, he lives so freely. Like, it's
Yeah.
just, it's,
He doesn't care.
It's impressive.
Live by the sword, die by the sword, daddy.
Shout out unnamed Toronto driver.
Shout out unnamed Canuck.
Yep. All right. Good stuff, Lashmoosh. Okay.
Yeah, that was a good one. I love this guy. I wish I knew his name so we could salute him properly.
How
Yeah.
about it? Okay. Here we go, guys. You ready for this?
Ready,
All
Freddie?
right. This one is kind of a downer.
Oh boy.
Yep. I'm asking for the classic ASL. And okay. So on September 15th, 45-year-old officer David Jewell, he was tragically killed at a Circle K by an employee of the store. The employee confessed to the crime. Can you give me the classic ASL, and can you give me the reason why they did it?
Okay.
Classic
Okay.
ASL, age, sex, location. I will say this is that there is man, how do I put this? It's in a state that does have a professional football team.
Okay. So yeah, Liam, first thing I'm thinking of is Circle K is a regional like grocery store. Do you have any intel on where that exists? I don't really I know it's like a regional grocery store. It's a fairly big chain, but nowhere where I've ever been. I don't know if it's like a Midwestern thing or like a Southern thing or a West Coast thing. I'm thinking we're talking about a dude here. I mean, he shot a cop, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So
too.
I think that's probably dude. And he shot a cop as an employee of the grocery store. Mm-hmm. So age-wise, I don't know. I mean,
I feel like 35.
35, 40. I think is 35, 40.
35, 40, male. And I kind of feel like Circle K, is it like Midwest stuff? Are we in Ohio or Michigan?
It's like a Piggly Wiggly. Is it like, it's one of those things where like, you know, and Philly has the Acme, you know what I mean? Yeah. But there's a couple states that have Circle K. Let's go 35 to 45. I think that's fair.
Okay.
Give ourselves the 10-year. I think that's fair. For some reason, Circle K does sound Midwestern to me. Maddie, this is in the United States of America, correct?
I'm guessing it feels Midwestern-y to me, right?
Right. It feels Midwestern-y to me too. They do have an NFL team. So are we talking, let's just go down the row, maybe not Ohio, but are we talking about Chicago? Are we talking about Indianapolis? Are we talking about Green Bay?
Chicago's good. Yeah, Wisconsin.
Was like Minnesota,
Illinois, Wisconsin. Yeah, Minnesota's good. Yeah, I feel like somewhere Fargo style. Not, I know, like that's not an NFL team.
But I mean, like,
but Minnesota's kind of like that, right?
Maybe it is. Yeah, Minneapolis.
Watch, we're probably totally wrong. It's not even a Midwest thing. It's
No,
like a
yeah,
southern thing.
they only existed in
Yeah.
fucking North Carolinas.
Yeah,
But
it's like Southwest, only in Arizona or something.
um, I'm tr- I have traveled down the coast from Pennsylvania to Key West, and
Same. I was just on vacation and I didn't see anything like in the
I don't
like
remember
south of here, Circle K. I don't
and
remember seeing that.
I did it on a Greyhound.
Yeah.
So like I got to see all the shit. I don't
Okay.
remember Circle K on that trip. So I'm
Okay.
thinking Midwest is probably
Okay. So we're still a good guess there. All right. Now we have
yeah.
to figure out why.
Why? Why? So we have a 35 to 45-year-old male, an employee of Circle K who shot a cop. Maddie, this happened at the Circle K?
Yeah.
Okay. So shot a cop on premises. Um why?
Because the cop came in
Did this
and
person was this person found guilty in a court of law? Do we know that? Like, was he convicted of murder or shooting a cop, or was it like a tough to say?
They did confess to the crime.
Okay, so it was a crime. It was a
Yeah,
crime.
the crime of killing him,
Yeah, I just wanted to
of
make sure it
killing the
wasn't
cop.
some kind of weird, like, somebody pulled an AR in a grocery store and
Oh
some
no,
guy
no, it
fired
was
back and
like
hit a cop and like
yeah, it was like
it
he
was a murder.
premeditated.
It was a murder. Yeah, it was a
Yes,
legit murder.
okay.
total.
Okay. Um,
So what would a cop be at your work for? And you're like, this is bull crap that you're furious over.
I mean, maybe I'm pulling a little bit too much from the old uh truth tree, but banging his wife. Maybe it's a small town
Oh.
scenario. They got a couple cops on duty. This guy's like, this fucking guy has been banging my wife. I know he's gonna come in here to get his fucking milk and his donuts.
I mean,
and
that's
his
you know what?
groceries. You know what I mean? Like,
Since we're not sure, that's as good a guess as any because I feel like half the things you see on forensic files or ID, it's because somebody was running around behind someone's back.
yeah.
And
And some dude just had a grudge. It was like,
yeah,
okay, we have
yeah,
three cops in this
there's
town.
a
I'm gonna
love
see this
triangle
guy.
going on. Yeah, I like it. I
All
like
right,
it.
let's go love triangle.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got to figure out what state this is in. So
That's Scussle? Sorry.
that almost makes me think more. I like Minnesota for this. I
Yeah,
think
me
there's
too.
or like Wisconsin. Like I like a place with like I think the Fargo-y vibe is exactly where we need to be. Some small town scenario. Minnesota came first. Let's go Minnesota.
Okay.
All right.
Minnesota, 35 to 45, male, love
Male
triangle. I
love
like
triangle.
it. Let's lock it in.
Flock it in, Maddie.
Okay, so you're saying male 35 to 45,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
You're saying Minnesota, and you're
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
saying like
Love
adultery,
triangle.
love triangle, adultery kind of thing.
Yeah, love
Correct.
triangle.
Okay, man. Uh, I mean,
We got
Man,
smoked
you
on this,
guys
huh?
are wrong.
well, it's like I wish this that what it is what it was, but
Because it's even worse.
it's pretty just the worst, dude. Just it's like, all right, here we go. Old Uncle Matty's got you. So, okay. On September 15th, 45-year-old officer David Jewell of the Edgerton Police Department was tragically killed at the Ormond Beach, Florida Circle K.
Oh,
God damn it.
Yeah. An
classic
employee
Florida.
of the
Fucking
store
Florida.
was 24-year-old Eduardo Felipe Lombardo Machado.
We got mail at
He
least.
he shot and killed David Jewell. He confessed to the crime, telling authorities that he was having a bad day and considered shooting the officer earlier because the officer carried a firearm and that he was afraid of him. Machado's family indicated that this guy had previously been diagnosed with a mental health disorder. So yeah, this
Having a
fucking
bad
poor
day.
guy, this fucking poor cop, this kid said he didn't really like cops much.
Right.
And, this poor cop just, who knows if he has kids or anything.
I
But
mean, he
yeah,
has somebody that cares about him, so
Yeah, right.
I'm not the
Yeah.
biggest fan of cops either, but I
No, but
still,
just being shot by a grocery store worker
yeah,
because you're walking around
for
is
no
right.
reason, yeah,
Like,
is horrible.
just awful, dude. That's just so brutal. But yeah, so
I
yeah,
mean
sorry to put it.
the bright side is I think we just wrote season 6 of Fargo. If they're still
Yeah.
gonna do it. Like,
Are they doing season 6?
I don't know. I mean, they better. If they do
Do you
and
know what
use
I
this
saw?
story,
Do
they
you know what
better give us
I know
some
we're getting
props.
I know we're getting off topic, Burn, but you know what I saw today?
What?
I
What'd you
saw
see,
the
man?
tra I saw the trailer
The
for
Mandalorian and Grogu?
no, for Knight the for Duncan Sir Duncan the Tall, the Hedge Knight.
Oh, really? I didn't know the trailer was out yet.
Dude, it's fucking sick. It is so
Oh.
this is it's so this takes place 100 years before the original Game of Thrones, Liam, and it's a compilation of short stories that
Hmm.
involve like the Targaryen dynasty and the Baratheons. It's
Oh,
just the best, dude. It's so
sorry.
great.
Just got I think my I don't know, just got cold in here all of a sudden.
Oh,
Sorry, guys.
Fucking
yeah, I think I
Christ.
saw
Oh,
Scuffle. I think I saw Scuss in, so have fun.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Darwin
So
in too. He's good. We good.
yeah. Either way, well, guys, that does it for tonight. Anything? I know we got to get out of here. Anybody got anything to say, Liam?
Oh, I got something to say. If Russell's in, then that 10 points is going to shrink down real fast, Burn.
Ooh, 10 wait. Just to bring everybody up to speed, the Giants are currently up by 10 points against the Eagles going into the fourth quarter. What event this will be on Monday, Maddie, if the old G-men can hang on here. What event it might be.
We'll
We
Yeah.
all
see.
lost we all lost the Phillies tonight, guys. And that's gonna hurt. But
Yeah.
I will wrap myself in this warm blanket of your tears if the Giants can pull one off as well.
Fantastic.
Cram it up your cram holes and take a fucking lap.
Yep. Speaking of taking a lap, this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast presents Guess the News. I'm Matt Lavelle. He's Burn Poxy. He's Liam Reese. And in case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content and all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. Hang out with us on Instagram, Working Perspectives Podcast. Join us on Twitter and TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com. And please like and subscribe. We'll keep bringing you this sweet, sweet content. Thanks so much for listening. We'll catch you next time. Thanks. See ya.